play. And I did a thing for the Music Association over at Coffee High School Auditorium. That's the first time I ever played in front of people in my life, my own songs. And then somebody saw that and they booked me as the opening act here in this room for Orleans, the band Orleans. And so this was my first professional show that I ever played. It was in this room. And that one worked out good. Orleans liked me and they picked me up and took me on the road through Carolinas down through Florida. It was my first ever tour, and it came from this. And so it's a very nice circle of life for me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here for you folks tonight, and look forward to the opportunity to just sit around in my house on the river and be a citizen as well. I've been gone all year, so I'm looking forward to coming back. But that being said, I do have this song about taking pride in what you do for a living. That's usually what I close the show with. And I believe it. I know it's easy for somebody that does their hobby for a living to say you should take pride in what you do for a living. But in truth, I did not do my hobby for a living when I wrote this song. I was working on Highway 25, digging a ditch to widen the road in Mississippi, and it was July. First day of my job was my birthday, middle of July, and I wore my Converse tennis shoes out there on that fresh asphalt, and they melted off in about an hour and a half. My feet looked like overdone bread loaves. And the fact of the matter is, most people's jobs suck. I went around quite a bit that summer. I was working on the highway, pointing out that job sucked. And I know that probably 80% of the people in the world feel that way about their job. I'm blessed with one that I love now. But I will say that even though so many people have jobs that suck, that doing the best you can do at that job is the shortest path toward a job that sucks less. Some of you have heard me say this before, but I really believe it. I'm not ever going to make it as a motivational speaker, I know that. But as jobs go, sucking less is a wonderful thing. And I recommend doing your best. And I wrote this song to remind myself of it, and it's called It's My Job, and I put it on one of my little Mac records called Cutting Corners back around 1980. A couple of thousand of my friends and family bought that record, and we're all deeply moved by the message of the song. One of those friends was Jimmy Buffett. He put it on one of his records that he recorded right up here on the river. Coconut Telegraph, is that out? And 750,000 of his friends and families bought that. They were all moved by the message in the song. A few more people started taking pride in jobs that suck and moving on toward jobs that sucks less. It's just kind of a daisy chain thing. You'd think that I'd be happy and content with that, but I'm not. To me, until I can get the entire World Wrestling Federation and Rush Limbaugh and President Obama to all hold hands and sing this song to one another. Close up on camera. I'm going to go around one more auditorium at a time and let people know that it's my job back there. Thank you again. God bless you. In the middle of the late last night, I was sitting on a curb. Didn't know what about it, I was feeling quite disturbed. The street sweeper came whistling by, he was bouncing every step. It seemed strange how good he felt, so I asked him why he sweat. He said it's my job to be cleaning up this mess, and that's enough reason to go for me. It's my job to be better than the best, and that makes the day for me. Got an uncle that owns a bank, he's a self-made millionaire.